part 2 of the Family Pop and Swap Challenge. In part 1 last week, you saw we each picked out of our mystery box one figure we have to incorporate in some way. It can just be a weapon, a hand, but you have to use it in some way. We'll figure that out. This week, we have 2 things we're going to go through. So first, I've got a big old box of Mythic Legions that we picked up at Toylanta and various pieces. And so we're going to go through those. And we also have a mystery box from Kent. My man Kent Poole sent us a mystery box of parts and pieces that are his leftover stuff from when he's customized that he doesn't need anymore. So he sent them to us that maybe we can use. Now, we are in a place where I have a 2.0 body, Kaya has a 2.0 body, or 1.0, Kaya has 1.0, Natalie has a 2.0. So she needs females. I think this elf is a 2.0. He could be a 1.0. I think he's a 2.0 because he's a knight. Elves, females, and certain goblins and skeletons are slender. They will not work with the bigger bodies. They cannot interchange between the heads and the arms. They won't fit. They won't work. So you have to kind of stay in your world of things. So we're each going to pick 2 more figures out of this. With the 3 figures that we have, we can do whatever we need to do from a perspective of pop and swap and paint. We are not going to destroy, but we can pop and swap and paint. Now, the purpose of this is to see if we like doing this together as a family. And if we do, then we will evolve, right? The first step of evolution is altering, right? Destroying, carving, cutting, something like that, getting a little more advanced with the paints, plus using more 3D printed materials. The second evolution would be 3D printing our own materials, and on we go. So if we do like doing this as a family, we'll keep doing this. If you like it, we'll put it up. If you don't like it, I'll probably still put it up, because I want us to be able to watch it one day later. So that's what the Pop and Swap Challenge is. Now, hopefully you have watched my recent video, So You Want to Collect Mythic Legions, that went up a couple weeks ago that has like how to do this, how to be in this line. Everybody says it's expensive. Well, yeah, if you go on eBay, it's expensive. So are most toys that are worth anything. If you go on eBay, they're expensive. But you can get them a lot cheaper. Go back and watch that video if you haven't. But today, we're going to pick 2 figures each, and we're going to go through some mystery parts, and we'll each get to pick some mystery parts. Now, there is one caveat. Natalie has a figure over there that she picked up at Toy Federation that she has already picked as one of her figures. So she's probably only picking 2. I can't remember her name, but it's the She-Ra tribute figure. So she has another female. I am pretty sure there is not a female in here. There may be, but there definitely are some 2.0 bodies. So we have wings.
Oh. Do wings work with females? Yes.
Wings work on anybody that has a back adapter. We have more wings, white wings. We have dark, like demon wings and white wings. We have, this is a brown set of heads and hands. These are not things, these are just things we can use otherwise. This is some 3D printed stuff that was given to us. We don't need it yet. All right, so here we go. We have got, what is his name? Uwit and Praetorian. He's a red, he's got a Minotaur head, and he has an orc head. He has a lot of red things. He has a shaman staff, some various things. Oh, here's another hands and feet pack, black and brown, I think. The heads pack we will not be using for this, because there's other things we'll use that for. We have the other one, Lord Bushati and Pelvicus. He's got a gladiator head, and he has a skeleton head. Again, the red is unique. We have a deluxe gladiator Legion builder. The Legion builders specifically are not as painted, and they have a lot of details you can paint, pull out.
He is beefy.
The big boy.
Beef.
We have a deluxe Goblin Legion builder. Now this is a larger Legion builder, so those pieces won't work with yours. We have another deluxe Goblin Legion builder, so you can stack those up. Certainly only need 2 of those. We have a Dark Templar Legion builder.
Ooh.
Another Dark Templar. We just got another one, yeah. Dark Templar Legion builder. We have 3 Dwarf Legion builders. Then we get to some other stuff. So this is a Goblin Legion builder, a 2.0 body, a smaller body. So these limbs and such would work with yours.
Oh.
We have got 2 of Valak, who's like a mage, kind of Knight Rider vampire. He also does have a bird.
I just saw that.
He does have like a raven type bird.
You take the raven, I'll take the cloak.
We have, no, that ain't the way it works. Well, there's 2. You have to each take one of each. But you got to use your figures.
Okay.
We have Artemis Silvercord 2, female elf. We have 2 of those actually. Then we have the 2 that Kaya believes she is going to start with, Lord Bardrick. And we have the goat, Krotos.
I know I'm using it.
Krotos. So that is what we have to pick from. And we're each going to pick 2 figures to go with it. So,
2? Oh.
yeah, 2 to go with your one that you already have.
3 in total.
3 in total, and then we'll get to the heads and hands. So we're going to cut the video here for a moment while everybody looks through. People may want to open, look at accessories, and then we'll reveal what we have. All right, here we are. We're back. We have each picked our 2 additional figures. So I'll go first. I have Dubon, I have to use from All Stars 5. I actually picked 2 builders from the most recent reinforcement waves. I picked a Deluxe Gladiator Legion builder, which I do like him very much. And I picked a Deluxe Goblin Legion builder, the bigger one that's on the beefier small body.
Oh.
Versus yours that has a lot skinnier legs. We're not going to give you any insight into what I'm going to do with that because that's for a different video, and we don't want to use any spoilers. I may also use the dwarf head that came in the mystery box on mine. She may or may not use the female head.
So
Show
is
yours.
that allowed?
That's allowed, yeah, because it came in the mystery box when we pulled out our figure.
She
but there
is
may be heads
just
in there, who
gorgeous.
knows?
So I am using the Goblin Legion builder.
That's the older Goblin Legion builder, 2.0.
Then I am using Artemis Silvercord, the second.
Elf Queen.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
Artemis
then
Silvercord.
my required use is Lady Averona.
Averona. Yeah.
So.
What do you got?
Alright, I'm using Lord Bardrica.
I see 4 elves being used. Lord
Bard-
Bardrick, I think.
Bardrick, yeah.
No.
Autumnborn. I'm using Kratos,
The goat!
the goat, and I am required to use, and I'm actually quite okay with this, a Xylene guard.
Xylarian Guard. So that's our base. Now remember the rules are we pop and swap. We have to use at least a part that came with each of these figures. And we can paint, basically. But now we have this mystery box of stuff that came from Kent, and we are allowed to use, once we see how much is in it, we'll figure out what it's going to be. Things that are in this, we may have to take turns picking, depending on the level of stuff he gave us. And also, in fact, let's say that each of us can pick 2 items of this right now. We're not required to use it, but you can pick 2. But then this remains the grab bag box.
Okay.
So that if you're like, I really need like a forearm, and there's a forearm in here, you can go back and try to get it.
But
So we'll
you
start-
get to reserve
You get to reserve 2.
2.
Yeah, 2 for you that you can or cannot use. It's up to you. So let's see what Kent just said. Here's a box of prizes you have mail. That was
If
kind of the
there's
extent
like a
of it.
pair of hands, does one hand count as one, or does the pair
No,
count
it counts
as
as a
one?
pair.
Okay.
It counts as a pair. Let's see. So we will go in the reverse order since Kaya went first in our last episode. We will let Natalie go first.
No, you went last.
I went second. I went in the
that's
middle.
right.
All right, so we have a big double axe.
Oh. Ooh.
We've got some elf weapons, swords, bow, and arrow. Let's see, there's actually a fair amount of stuff in here. Kent loaded it down.
Wow.
Oh my.
Are we allowed to look at things? No
Yeah,
page,
those things
just
you can look
looking.
at them.
That's pretty cool.
We've got an armor piece, a pauldron, a leg, another pauldron. This is like a set off of a knight. Or maybe an orc. It may be an orc
Since
set.
these 2 pauldrons are the same, are they a set?
Yeah, things that are a set. And a torso. So this is a full armor set that looks like he took the arms and legs and head off of and use the skin showing parts of the body. Maybe this was a skeleton? I don't know. But that's a bunch of armor pieces. So we have that.
Oh, this girl comes with wings.
Oh.
Cute.
Who does? Her? Yeah, she has a little wing. So it's not Artemis Silvercore the second. It's the number 2, like the second time they've released her. It's an updated version.
Oh, okay.
Her first version has huge fairy wings.
Oh.
I saw nobody claim those wings over there. Nobody wanted to use those. These is not going to be allowed. So this is a gray orc body and a gray orc torso. I'm going to use this for something else specifically. That I will keep to the side. Oh, that looks like it's going to be a hat. Let's see. So this is a helmeted. This is what is his name? Dragool's, like a vampire head sculpt that has a bat on top.
Kaya likes that.
The bat probably pegs out.
Weren't you looking for a helmet?
So the bat pegs. So anything that's pegged into a helmet like that will peg out and can be changed.
Can our figure have more than one head?
On it?
No, like you can swap out the heads for the
Oh, that's
figure.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
This appears to be a belt of some sort.
Oh, that's
That doesn't look like
nice.
Legions. Then maybe that's a third party he bought. There's a couple of those. This looks like it's the rest of the orc gray. Yes. So
Soft goods.
thank you, Ken. He sent me the gray, all the gray orc pieces from
There's a
Xenophon.
sword sheath with it.
We're gonna keep that separately. Oh, is it? Oh, so that's the sheath.
Sword sheath and belt. And they're soft goods too.
That's also the gray orc, I think. So if somebody wants to make a gray orc, oh no, this is blue legs and blue arms. So he must have done something weird with Dragool. And then we've got, oh, this is a 3D printed skeleton head and sword.
Ooh.
And we do have, is that Dubon's bird? Or is that, I think that's Valak's bird.
Ooh,
We do have another bird.
The sword is like a,
We get to
a
pick
wing.
2?
Yeah, if you want to. You don't have to
Alright,
pick anything.
First round, you go first, because I went second.
Oh, if I'm picking, I am picking, I'm just taking all of my turn, and I'm picking the gray orc parts because I want to make this gray orc independent of this contest. So that's what, I don't need any of this stuff.
Alright, I will take this as my first pick. Kaya, your pick.
Oh,
Yeah, so just
we're
go ahead and
doing it
take,
one at a
yeah,
time.
just go ahead and take the stuff. Let's leave the 3D printed stuff to paint, like, unless you're going to make a skeleton.
No.
Okay.
I was just
We'll
looking
save,
at the sword.
Yeah, we'll save that for separate.
So,
Your pick?
I
Yeah.
go.
Everybody's picked off except you.
Okay.
You can take your 2.
Are these the same?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, you can just take the sword and sheath, and you can take that helmet if you want.
Yeah, then this one.
Yeah, you can take that with it. That counts.
The
Because
two?
these are, yeah,
These
it's
are
fine.
both the same. Okay.
Yeah. Because these are all more, unless somebody thinks they're going to be using different color limbs, I don't think we need that. So, Kent, thank you very much.
Yay!
Very generous.
Thank you so
So
much.
we've got a variety of stuff. So that brings us to the end. Is anybody going to use wings? Looks like no.
No, I would if they were small, but I'm not.
There aren't really any small wings in here other than what comes with
I
the
don't know
Artemis.
if any of my ladies have the pegs for
They do. They're probably covered up by her hair and stuff, but they're going to have. They will either have a wing holes or they can use a wing adapter. They'll have a slot and we'll have an adapter that can use them. But those wings don't really work with your. Those are both kind of demon vampire
Yeah.
wings.
They don't work with mine. I was just looking at that.
So we're started. This is episode 2. Next episode, I think, will be where we are showing you kind of generally what we're thinking. Like, all right, I'm thinking kind of this head and this torso and these feet and legs, whatever. They won't be put in place necessarily, but we'll be showing the parts. That'll be next episode, which will be next week. So thanks for joining us for part 2 of the Pop Swap Challenge. I'm going to win, clearly. Vote for Big Dub. You all don't
Vote for Little Dub.
also know this.
Kid Dub. All the
So
way.
we may also participate in this in the Mythic Legions Cabal. So All Stars 5 is what just came out.
Yes.
The 3 figures we got were brand new. But what All Stars waves are is where they reissue figures that are popular. So figures from 6 years ago that you maybe didn't get can get reissued. The way they determine is a vote. The fans get to vote, and the 4, 3, depending on the year, 5, they get the most votes win. So in the Mythic Legions Cabal, it is like election season. People make campaign posters, make video, vote for Pixis. Pixis is the winner. Like, and they try to get you to vote for the figure that they want released. So we may do a little bit of that too. So it's voting season in the Mythic Legions Cabal during the spring and summer. So everybody vote for Big Dub. Big Dub's gonna win. Thank you for joining us.
Kid Dub, clearly.
You've got all elves. You do have an advantage that all three of yours are in the same faction.
That is true.
They are all defenders of the king.
They're
all defenders of her.
I stay true to
the
my
elves?
species, to my realm, and in doing so, we shall have a blood pact that will trifle all others who stand in our way, causing us to clearly reign victorious.
Squeeze it!
Squeeze it.